Greetings. I have a great recipe for coconut cream pie. Of course, where did I get it? Wonderful Facebook. Okay, let's deal with the utensils you need. You need a bowl, okay? You need a whisk or a spoon. Okay, I found a whisk was a little bit better in this particular case. You need liquid measuring cup. You need dry measuring cups. You need a knife, maybe not this big, but you do need a knife. And then also you need deep dish pie crust. You can make your own, but I don't do pie crust, so Ralph's $1.79 for two. This makes two pies. I thought it made one, but it actually makes two, so I'm really glad. Okay, ingredients. Okay, you of course need shredded coconut. Did I say that already? Maybe I did. Okay, anyway, shredded coconut. You need 4 eggs. You need some nutmeg, okay? You need some vanilla, okay? You need some sugar. I don't use regular sugar. I use xylitol. It's not chemical like Sweet and Low, but it's derived from fruits and vegetables. That's what I use for my sweetening, okay? Sugar, not good for me, so I try to avoid it. Flour. Now, I used part almond flour and part coconut flour. I had a little bit of almond flour left that I used up, and I used just a couple teaspoons of this, okay, to make up for what I needed for this flour. Okay, milk. I don't do milk now, so I did almond breeze, and they had coconut flavored almond breeze. Isn't that perfect? Okay, and then we need butter, 7 tablespoons. So now let's break down the recipe. Like I said, once again, it makes 2 pies. I thought I'd make 1, but it's 2 pies. More for me and Dan. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to take 2 cups of milk, okay? 2 cups of milk, measure it out, and put it into your bowl, okay? Then you also want 4 eggs. Now, I'm not sure if I said this, but when you're baking, make sure that your eggs come to room temperature. Don't use cold eggs when you're baking, okay? Because it clashes with the milk, okay? So you need 4 eggs. 4 eggs. 4 eggs. Add these to your bowl, okay? And then you also need a 1/2 cup of flour, okay? 1/2 cup of flour. Measure that out and put it into your bowl. You need 1 teaspoon of vanilla, okay? And add that to your bowl. And then you need 3/4 cup of sugar, okay? I actually use just a little bit less because I don't like things overly sweet, but so 3/4 cup of sugar, and then 7 teaspoons of butter. Now you notice a whole stick is 8 tablespoons. I'm sorry, not teaspoons, tablespoons. I'm sorry. And so what I did is when I took the butter out of the oven, I just basically went down and cut off the extra tablespoon. I would make it 8 tablespoons. Okay, so I cut that off. So I just a little piece, stuck that back in the refrigerator, and then I took the butter itself. I did not melt it in the microwave, but I laid it kind of on my stove so it could get very soft. And so when I was going to put my butter into the bowl, I just kind of went like this, and it kind of fell in, okay, because it was just that soft. I didn't have to like unwrap it. It just kind of dripped down. And so I added all of those ingredients to the bowl. Let's make sure I said everything. You want 4 eggs. You want a cup of coconut. You want 2 cups of milk, 7 tablespoons of soft butter. You need a 1/2 cup of flour, 3/4 cup of sugar, and a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, so those are your ingredients. You got your utensils. What I did next is I took my 2 pie crusts, okay, and I opened my oven. The oven needs to be preheated 350 degrees, okay? But I opened my oven, I pulled out the top oven rack, and I put my pie shells on the top rack, okay? And then I took my liquid. I'm sorry, I didn't tell you. You have to mix this up really good. So all of your ingredients, your milk, your egg, your flour, your sugar, your milk, coconut, and your vanilla. Stir that up really good till it's nice and mixed up very good. Okay, so and then with your 2 uncooked pie shells, put them on the oven rack, okay? And then you pour your ingredients into the pie shells, okay? The reason I do that is because it keeps me from having to walk a liquid-filled pie shell across the room and accidentally spill it, you know, spill it as I'm doing so. So once again, pull the oven out, put your empty pie shells on top, pour your mixture inside the 2 pie shells. Then you take some of your coconut, okay? And then you just sprinkle the coconut on top of both pies, okay? I just kind of, you know, grabbed a little half a handful and just poured it on both, okay? And then I took some of my nutmeg and I sprinkled it on top. You can look at the 2 pies completed and you kind of see how I sprinkled the nutmeg on, okay? So now at this point, you have your 2 pie shells with the liquid egg custard mixture in it, your coconut on top that you sprinkled, your nutmeg that you sprinkled. All you have to do now is just push in the oven rack and less likely to spill and have a mess, okay? Now 350 degrees, and that's for 45 minutes, okay? And then at 45 minutes, I basically kind of pulled the, you know, without putting the oven rack in, actually I just kind of took a knife and I stuck it into the pie, and it came out kind of clean, okay? That means the custard had gotten nice and hard, or cooked, I guess we'll say, not hard, but cooked. And then I took them out of the oven. Now the recipe actually says to put it in the refrigerator and let it cool, but I actually kind of like it warm. So I just took these 2 pies out of the oven, and here, see, as you see, I've been eating. I've been eating. But anyways, this is the pie. Wonderful. Wonderful coconut cream pies. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Once again, ingredients: 4 eggs, 1 cup of coconut, 4 tablespoons of butter, 2 cups of milk, some nutmeg, a teaspoon of vanilla, a 3/4 cup of sugar, half a cup of flour, 2 deep dish pie cells. You can make them if you want. I don't do it, okay? And mix it all together in one bowl. Oh, yeah. Put some coconut on top, a little nutmeg on top, 350 degrees, 45 minutes. Oh, wonderful. I'll put the ingredients the measurements inside the description box on this YouTube video. If you have any questions, feel free to drop me a message as usual. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I got some more great recipes coming. I cannot believe how I'm finding these wonderful, wonderful recipes. So simple, and I'm happy to share. All right, anyways, take care and enjoy.